Hey everyone, I'm Armor Gaming, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to Monster Legends. Welcome to a sneak peek where I'm going to be talking about upcoming things in Monster Legends. Now, just to be clear, none of this is 100% official, nor is it confirmed, but I mean, there's a high likelihood that this stuff is going to be released. But with that being said, I want to give a huge shout out to Sonar for posting all of this on the Gaming Coalition Discord, and so now we can check some stuff out. So we'll start with probably the most interesting thing, because it's the first. We have a mythic breeding event, and it's going to be for Knightingale. So welcome to a special breeding event. Use the monsters you've earned in the past months of the Legends Pass for a high chance, I wonder what high chance means, to get a brand new mythic monster, Knightingale. But that's not all. If you don't get Knightingale, you may obtain 3 other amazing legendaries. Octex, Master Skill, and Synaptic. I don't know about amazing. Synaptic is yes. Octex and Master Skill, super old monsters. Here's the combination, which includes extra Legends Pass monsters as jokers. Tiny plus Armor Claw, and you get a chance to make this monster. So first of all, I do have to say, good job SocialPoint for making the 2 Legend Pass monsters available to get Knightingale. And even those of you that weren't able to get Tiny or Armor Claw from the Legends Pass, hopefully by now you've gotten them by watching Monsterwood videos and all that stuff. So this is something they're doing right, where everyone has a chance to get this monster, assuming you were active and you have Tiny and Armor Claw. And then for those of you that bought the Golden Legends Pass, you now get to use Guy Daigo and Cat UFO as jokers. So for players that have purchased the Golden Legends Pass, they essentially have double the chance to get Knightingale. So overall, I think this is pretty cool. And I imagine that SocialPoint is going to be doing this in the future with more monsters they release. So it is super important that you get your free Legends Pass monsters. Get your Dr. Watts, get anyone that gets released from now on. So yeah, there's going to be our very first Mythic Breeding event. So as soon as I get more information on when exactly this is going to be released, I'll be sure to let everyone know. That way you can maybe not activate your Guardian of Breeding when this event is going to start, right? Because you want to have it ready for that event. Because this is going to be one of your chances to get a free mythic monster without too much effort. Hopefully. The thing about breeding events is that, oh my gosh, it is hard to actually get the monster. Like, it is so hard to get the monster sometimes. It feels like it's not even worth trying. And then we also have information on the Nightingale path. What I'm not 100% sure on is if this is only obtainable if you originally got the monster, or if it's going to be a way to get some additional cells for the monster. You know what I mean, like the mini mazes? So I'm not 100% sure on how that's going to work, but we do have information on this, and then we have some information on the monster. Dark Attacker with extra turn skills. With the right combo, she can attack up to 4 times in a row, so maybe like Ra, who can attack a lot of times. Dealing damage, applying bleed to an enemy, nightmare to enemies, and even losing negative effects and gaining stamina regen. Evolving trait, at rank 0 she's hardened, at rank 1 she's immune to bleed, and at rank 3 she gains a damage boost. I believe I talked about her in the previous sneak peek if you want to check it out. In this sneak peek we're going to talk about other monsters, other skill sets. But yeah, I wanted to start off with this because I think this is super important to know that we have our very first breedable mythic monster coming up. Now I don't believe this is going to be permanent, but I do believe that SocialPoint is going to be doing more breedable mythic monster, which just makes sense since this is a new era. It would only make sense that, just like we have breedable legendary monsters, that there should be breedable mythic monsters. Although I do have to wonder if maybe SocialPoint will make some more, maybe stronger legendary monsters breedable in the future. I guess only time will tell. But now you have information on this upcoming breedable mythic monster. Alright, the next important thing I want to talk about is the El Colosal event. And I mean, come on, we all pretty much knew this was coming. Welcome to the craziest breeding event, El Colosal. In this edition of El Colosal, almost all the dark monsters in the game are available. Almost, because this does not include the warmaster, so no warmaster necromancer, and this does not include forsaken monsters. But everyone else is fair game. The VIP, Nox the Condemned, the Nemesis monsters, Samael, the Plague Carrier, Fever Scatter, Disease Spreader, all of those will be fair game. There are 2 catches to El Colosal. The first one is it only lasts 24 hours. Yep, you only have 24 hours to breed any dark legendary you want. Again, without talking about the Forsakens or Warmaster Necromancer. The second one is that the breeding combinations are random. So there are players that are going to dedicate their time to figure out those combinations, and then there's going to be a Google Doc. At least historically that's what they've done. So I will post that when I have that information available. However, just so everyone is aware, we will not know any of the combinations until the day of. Until that 24-hour clock starts ticking and players start trying out combinations. So we won't know until that moment. But yeah, this is going to be a great way to get that Samael, who's one of the better Nemesis monsters in the game, as well as maybe a Dunraw if you still want a Megatop monster. I already recorded my video on which monsters I think are the best ones to get. Do you guys want to see it now, or do you want to wait until the event actually starts because we have like 2 more weeks before it starts. Because I'm pretty sure it's going to start as soon as the current Golden Legends Pass ends. As soon as the next Legends Pass starts, or maybe a day before, that's when we're going to be seeing the Dark Out Colosal event, and also probably a team race. So yeah guys, you let me know. If you want to see the video, I can release it early, but I just don't feel like it's relevant yet when we have like the Alien's Tail event going on and some other stuff going on. Alright, the next thing I want to quickly go over, and hopefully I'll get a chance to do an exclusive first look on this monster as well as the other monsters, but if not, here's like a little mini analysis. So one of the monsters we're going to be getting, if you remember, Colosal Croc, in the screensaver, when you would load Monster Legends, there would be another monster, right? So that's a monster. There's going to be a maze for him, Aste, and let's see what it. Oh, look at his first, look at his first name. Colosal Rock. Deals moderate nature damage to one enemy. So we have a nature mythic monster. More than a gemstone, deals low nature damage to one enemy. Supplies poison. Flying Punch deals very low nature damage. Applies poison. Extra churn. All right, so we have an extra churn skill. Right now, I'm seeing like Torture Dealer. Rock Hard removes all negative effects from itself. True Vision. Applies a Pyrophobic Shield and Torture immunity to itself. Ooh, that could have been a team one. That would have been awesome. So Pyrophobic Shield, if I'm not mistaken, you're only going to take damage from fire-based attacks? Or is it that you don't take any fire damage? If this would have been a team skill, it could have been way better, especially if it gave you protection from fire attacks, given that we have a good amount of fire mythic monsters. Jade Absorption deals moderate nature damage to enemies, supplies poison and damage reduction. And Hypnosis, this looks like Possession, deals moderate nature damage, applies Possession twice. Okay, so that Possession is going to be landing. Nice. Deals low nature damage to enemies, applies Possession. We have an AoE Possession. So we have another Van Decken essentially. We have a Nature Van Decken. We have a Mythic that relies on Possession. Very nice. And the ultimate is a stun skill, Stun in Daze. So, I mean, you have single Possession, you have AoE Possession, and you have a single Poison extra churn, Torture immunity to yourself, you have a cleansing effect to yourself, and poison damage reduction AoE. So, I mean, as far as just mythic monsters go, it's just a denier. It's a pure denial, right? Once you have mythics on mythics, if this monster can be ranked up and everything, I mean, it's a maze monster, so at most you're gonna get this monster at rank 1. So usability wise, oh my gosh, like people with Armor Claw that haven't ranked up can probably just torture this monster. But he's not bad. In terms of, like, here's the difficult thing when it comes to mythic monsters. Mythic monsters right now are pretty much all being used as attackers, right? There's not really a meta of go first and deny or anything like that. Like, most mythic monsters are pure attackers. So while I like him and I like that this monster can possess, I don't know how good of an attacker he's gonna be. But once it's like 3 mythics versus 3 mythics, then I can see this monster definitely being one of the better ones for sure. Especially having that double possession and that AoE possession. Alright, Brutalizer is the next monster I want to go over. So Brutalizer deals moderate physical damage, deals low dark damage to all enemies, deals heavy special damage to one enemy, and it gives himself a damage boost. Ooh, nice. So he gets to pack a punch and boost himself for the next turn. Muscle Expansion applies double damage and life regen to himself. Double Smash deals massive dark damage. Ooh, massive damage. Yeah, this monster is a pure brute. When I saw him, I really thought he was going to be a tanky brute. I thought he was going to be like, deals heavy damage and gives himself like a 30% heal. Kind of like a Hercule, you know? Deals 50 damage or AoE heavy damage, whatever, and gains a shield. But right now we're just seeing pure brute. Massive dark damage. Deals heavy dark damage to enemies. See, there it is. Nightmares. Applies Taunt and Skill Mirror to itself. Oh, so yeah, he's going to have the Taunt mechanic and Skill Mirror. So it's kind of like Dream Big. I love it. That's always such a useful mechanic to do on your strong tanky monsters. Thorn Guard increases max life. Hey, you copied Armor Claw. The Taunt and Skill Mirror. The maximum life increase by 50%. Except he gives himself a damage mirror. Whereas Armor Claw gives himself a damage increase. And Brutus Storm deals massive dark damage to enemies. Applies a 3-turn... honestly, the 3-turn death countdown you probably don't need. I mean, yeah, I feel like there's going to be another taunt monster, a dark taunt monster, and he might be quite powerful. Even though this monster seems kind of basic, I think I'm going to like him a lot, especially if he does start the game off with taunt, and who knows what status caster he'll have, or what his rank 3, his other trait will have, so he's going to be interesting. I like that he applies Nightmares. I don't see this monster holding the Sword Relic, but maybe there's a chance he does hold the Sword Relic. Most likely it's going to be Armor and Shield, or maybe the Mask. But yeah, Brutalizer, I'm actually quite a fan. Yeah, you're not going to need the 3-turn death countdown. His massive AoE is going to kill everyone. And then lastly, we have Joshdub, who I'm told is a YouTuber. So let's see what Joshdub does. Deals low metal damage to enemies, heavy metal damage to an enemy, precision and an extra turn to itself. Okay, 3 turn death countdown to all enemies. Kind of feels like a Morg right now. Deals massive metal damage. Oh, we're just getting strong attackers. See, this is kind of why, as much as I like the AoE possession from Asta, I feel like we don't need it when we have massive damage dealers. Deals heavy metal damage to all enemies. Okay, yeah, now I'm seeing a similarity to Brutalizer. Let's see, applies a 50% life shield to itself, low special damage to enemies, and 1 extra turn. Ooh, that's a very nice skill. That's a super nice skill because a 50% life shield on a mythic monster, that goes a long way. And then you're still dealing damage to the enemy, and then you still give yourself an extra turn, so then you can do something else. And you actually have your aim god, which gives yourself increased accuracy and an extra turn, so you're not going to be missing. What else do you have? Heals itself by 25%, gives 25% stamina, removes all negative effects from itself, and applies evasion to itself. This is a really great skill as well. Oh my gosh. Because, again, 25% heal, that also goes a super long way. Stamina, negative effects are gone, and then evasion, so the enemy is not going to be able to attack you unless they can get rid of evasion. And yeah, there are mythic monsters that can start removing positive effects now, but still, that's really good. I wonder what the cooldown is going to be on both of his extra turn skills. Alright, let's see. So, heavy metal damage. I don't see this with Joshdub. I don't see him being... What if he has the taunt also? What if he's a metal taunt monster? Oh, then he'd be stronger. I don't think he'll be a taunt monster. There's no way he's going to be taunt. Because then that evasion skill with taunt, that'll be powerful. Lots of healing. He looks more like a damage dealer. Deals heavy fire damage. What the heck? The boys right here. Deals heavy fire damage to all enemies twice. A metal monster with a fire ult. But yeah, we have the massive metal damage, the heavy metal damage. I feel like I need to see his stats and his traits and his relics to be able to give my final thoughts on him. He's interesting though. For sure he's interesting. I'm impressed with the massive metal damage and the heavy metal AoE. And it's nice that he can give himself increased accuracy. It's nice that he can give himself a 50% shield. I think that's what's going to make him quite a tough opponent, right? If he can give himself 50% life shield and heal by 25% and protect himself and have extra turn skills, he might be a powerful, tough monster to take down. So I gotta say, I really like these mythic monsters that are going to be released. I'm excited for them. And yeah, so those are my thoughts on all the monsters. Now I want to hear from all of you guys. Of all the monsters I mentioned, who are you the most excited about? Let me know in the comments below, and remember to subscribe.